Good evening everybody, Hazy here from the carrier Airling. Today I'll be showing you a basic tutorial on how to take off and land from an aircraft carrier. There's been a lot of questions on how to do it. Most people try case one and fail on the first go. So I'll just give you a simple tutorial on how to set up a basic approach and landing on a carrier. Usually what I like to do is I like to configure my heads-up displays, one on log so I can see if I get a free wire or not. And for my second one, I'll put it on nav so I can look at the two blue lines which will indicate our glide slope, or our horizontal glide slope for the aircraft. So when we come round, usually we'll be tracking along parallel to the carrier at between 1000 and 1500 feet, between 300 and 400 knots. It's a large window, I'm aware, but it's just to give you more space to make error so that when it comes time to make our final turn for landing, there's not so much of a problem there. A lot of what you tend to do is you tend to chase numbers, whereas you should really be looking at trying to stay in the space. It's sort of like air-to-air refueling, really. What you want to do is you don't want to chase a probe or chase the boom. What you want to do is you want to just choose an area near the tanker and just focus on staying there. That helps you out a lot. Right. Okay. So when we're turning final, what we want to pretty much do is we want to keep our aircraft or our velocity indicator below the horizontal line. This is to prevent us from getting any unwanted altitude, since it's very easy to get too high and you find yourself needing to way overcorrect on your way down to the ship. Now, two things to keep in mind. First off, your velocity indicator is a circle with 3 bars extending out to the horizontal and 1 to the vertical. That shows you pretty much where your aircraft is going to go if you continue in that straight line. The second thing is, when you've got your landing gear down, it will show a little bar just to the left of that velocity indicator, and is also notated by this little indicator here. That tells you if your speed matches your glide slope, and that should give you the appropriate angle for landing on a carrier. I'll demonstrate it when we're coming back. So we'll just continue here, ascending to between 300 and 400 knots, and ascending above 1000 feet but not exceeding 1500. Really, you could say your turn here, but don't do it. As you're starting out, okay, here we are, we're leveling out, now we're going to begin our left turn. Don't rush this sort of thing, and just make sure you're putting your velocity indicator approximately on the horizon. Here we are, travelling parallel to our carrier. Notice how it's not parallel to those blue lines, since they're actually offset to match the angled deck of the carrier. This is very handy when the carrier is actually moving, because it will show you the bracket you need to be in, and you need to adjust accordingly while it's on the move. So here we are, travelling. So we've crossed a beam of the carrier, so we're just going to continue around. We'll give it 20 seconds will do, so we'll count 20 seconds from here. That's 20 seconds, so we'll start our left turn. So we'll try to keep that velocity indicator right on the horizon, and we want to bring our speed back just a little bit. Make sure you relax at all times during this turn, because it's very important to be paying attention to what's available to you. The velocity and your altitude. So coming around, you have a little bit of a steep turn, so we're just going to level out briefly so we can have a little bit more space to then turn onto final between those two blue lines. We set flaps 1 here, down, and when we turn final, we'll put our gear down. So about here is when I'm going to make my turn. Be a bit steeper this time. That's okay, again, we just manage it. Velocity indicator, we might throw back even more and attempt to get to just at 200 or even below. Just keep pulling around, and we'll put our gear down at flaps 2. There we are, we're a bit to the right, so that's okay. And there we go, we've got our bar to the left, and so we'll just slow down even further, and we'll place our velocity indicator right on the ship after we get back between these two blue lines. There we go, so we'll keep slowing down until that bar comes down to our velocity indicator. Now here, it's important to just make very minute movements. If you get distressed, this is a time to wave off and have another crack. Remember, you can always go around. Here we are. So our bar is right at meeting our velocity indicator right in the middle. And as we descend, we should get the ball called soon. Yep, there we are. So on the left side, you can see the ball is in the green with another green circle around it, telling us we're on the good approximate glide slope. So what we want to do is we want to put our velocity indicator right next to the actual green glow on the carrier. In fact, usually I like to put it just in front. As I'm showing here. We just slowly come down.
Over G.
And that time we got a full wire. That's okay. That's good enough for what we're trying to do today.